From the depths of rot and decay they rise. The death god marches under sickened skies. With boils and blight they spread the pain. In Nurgle's name disease will reign. Rot and ruin and pestilence flows. With every breath the plague wind blows. Embrace the rot, let flesh decay. The death god comes, none can stay. From the depths of rot and decay they rise. The death god marches under sickened skies. With boils and blight they spread the pain. In Nurgle's name disease will reign. Rot and ruin, pestilence flows. With every breath the plague wind blows. Embrace the rot, let flesh decay. The death god comes, none can stay. Armored and filled with rusted blades, they laugh as cities wilt and fade. Where they tread, no life remains. Just hollow corpses, plague remains. Beneath the helm, cursed grin, for in death they shall begin. Rot and ruin, pestilence flows. With every breath the plague wind blows. Embrace the rot, let flesh decay. The death god comes, none can stay. Beneath the warp the souls are bound. To spread decay, to break the ground. Nurgle's gifts a putrid stain. A future where only disease remains. Rot and ruin, pestilence flows. With every breath the plague wind blows. Embrace the rot, let flesh decay. The death god comes, none can stay. The rot spreads, there's no escape. The death god seals your fate.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Disgustingly Resilient podcast. I'm Aiden, I'm sort of your solo host today, and we're coming in with another event recap. Our first event of the new codex, actually. It's good to see everyone in the chat. I'm hoping they've got some new faces here who've maybe never seen one of our event recaps before. We're basically, to give you a quick TLDR, we're going to do a play-by-play breakdown of all the strategies and the tactics that we used to basically get our result. And it's good to see a lot of people in the chat, a lot of regular faces, a lot of new faces, including someone I beat the shit out of in the last round. No offense, Sam. Didn't actually beat the shit. It was a great game, a great close game. So yeah, it's good to see everybody here. Hope you guys are going to enjoy this one. So very quickly, in terms of the channel, I know there's a lot of longer waited people who are after the Taliban video. I'm happy to say that is up and scheduled to go live tomorrow. So it's already uploaded to YouTube, and tomorrow, probably midday, so UK 12ish time, that will go live on the channel. So you will have your Taliban video tomorrow, which is cool for everyone. And I'm going to try and get an infection critical video done at some point over Sunday or Monday, just so that we can obviously have those videos out for you guys, so you can see what's doing well for Death Guard at the moment, which is obviously, you know, the thing you're kind of all here for. I'm sitting on this side today, entertain me. No worries, Dave. I'll do my best. I know the Heresy preview is on right now, which I messed up. I didn't realize that was on today. But you know, hopefully some people watching that can come watch us after, vice versa. If you're interested in Heresy, congrats, great day for you. A very cool looking box and a very awesome time to be in this hobby. So, how is everyone doing in the chat? Let's have a quick check. We got people spamming Bongulation. Hell yeah. If Aiden wins a Death Guard, if Aiden's Death Guard win a match, can he technically say he shit on them? I'm positive Poo Poo was involved. So yes, I can say that. 100%. No, I didn't run any Blade Bongs this weekend, but we've sold them out everywhere, which is great. Thank you very much, Kirov reported. Kirov reporting in. Command and Conquer Red Alert, I know your reference. Thank you very much for becoming a Blight Lord, mate. Really appreciate the support. Again, if you are listening, feel free to leave a like and a subscribe. And if you enjoy it, and yeah, I won't keep you waiting too long because I know you kind of want to get into this. First Death Shroud checks in. Yeah, we got some Death Shroud members as well. They'll all get their shout outs on the video as well tomorrow, which will be quite cool to see as well, which is awesome. T. Craig with a $1.99 super chat. Get Bongulated merch when need to rep. We can look at it, mate. We can see about getting some of that set up. That'd be pretty funny, to be honest. Right, so I went to an RTT it's on a Monday. We had a Monday Mayhem, as we like to call it. Hosted by Lords of War. Jason, thank you very much. It was a very fun event, very well ran, very, nice, clean, on time. It was great. And we decided to take our Virulent Vectorium list that we kind of used in our sample list on our detachment review. So this is the list that we ended up taking. We got our Demon Prince rocking the Revolting Regeneration, and so that's the 5-up Feel No Pain, so he's going to be a big pain in the ass. Toughness 12, 2-up Save, 4-up Invulnerable, 5-up Feel No Pain, which is really cool to have. Really just, again, Mortarian stat line with that 12-inch loan up, and just remaking some stratagems be cheaper, which is really nice. Then we've got a Lord of Contagion with the Furnace of Plagues. This guy hits like an absolute freight train. Strength 10, AP 3, damage 3 with Dev Wounds with 6 attacks. Lethal hits, lethal lance and sustain. Absolute nightmare of a smash character. Lord of Virulence coming in to buff up those Mythic Blight Haulers, the Bloat Drones that we've brought on the list. Then we've got the Biologist Putrefier Plague Caster 10 Plague Marine combo. So for those who are listening, the Plague Marines have the triple Plasma, because the Sergeant takes one. Double Blight Launcher. We only had one Spewer, which I'm going to be changing out to have 2 Spewers. 4 Heavy Plague Weapons, and obviously the Power Fist. I think I'd rather have the extra Spewer over the Power Fist, because this is a shooting unit now, which is strange to see. 3 squads of 10 Poxwalkers, which is going to be doing our actions and sort of just getting board control nice and early with Infiltrate. 1 big brick of 6 Death Shroud, which we're going to play like an anvil. You'll see that as we play it out. 1 3-man squad of Death Shroud, which goes with Lord of Contagion. They are the Scalpel, they are the Hammer and the Scalpel at the same time. A squad of 2 Chaos Spawn for some shenanigans. Then we've got the shooting package, which is the 3 Heavy Blight Launch Drones, the 2 Mythic Blight Halls, and then obviously a Rhino to carry our guys around. So, we got our pairings on Sunday night, I think it was. So it was only like one day before. And I had, first up, quite an interesting one. So we were against Rob Williams with Pact Bound Zealot. So this is the CSM detachment that can mark their units before the game. And they gain basically crit 5s or sustained 5s depending on the mark that they were given. So he's got Abaddon the Despoiler, so this guy's going to give a full rerolls to hit aura to everything nearby. Very scary, especially when everything crits 5s. Very, very scary. A Terminator Chaos Lord with the Talisman of Burning Blood and the Mark of Khorne. This means that whenever he makes a pact, he gets plus D3 strength and attacks. So that's going to be quite a nasty, punchy boy. Cypher, just to screw over my -1 CP by making everything cost 1 more CP. Damn you, Cypher. 2 Cultist Mobs, 5 Terminators to go with the Lord, 5 Chosen to let Abaddon always be able to advance and charge, which is incredibly scary. 2 squads of 2 Obliterators with that flat 4 damage indirect, not exactly nice. 2 squads of 5 Possessed, and then the dreaded 3 Nurgle marked Chaos Vindicators. So these things are Vindicators with sustained 5 crits, and he can loan up 18 them for a command point. Incredibly, incredibly scary damage output. This detachment is honestly one of the most damaging outputs in the game, like because of the crit 5s. It can go from, a Vindicator and Overwatch can suddenly go from 2 hits to 4 hits, and then Abaddon rerolls, gets another 3 hits, and then that's now 6 extra hits, so now it's on like 10 hits on an Overwatch. Gets out of control real quick. So, we were playing on our first all mission here. I'll get my scoreboard up. So this is, again, if you're new, we're basically going to put it down. You can sort of see where things go around and sort of how it all works and how the game played out. We're playing take and hold. So hold 1, hold 2, hold 3. Nice and simple, nice and quite easy. But it is scary given his amount of shooting firepower here. So this is going to be quite a scary one. And we are also playing on the quarters deployment. So playing search and destroy deployment. You know what 6 Death Shard Terminators kill in this list? They do kill everything, Dave. Although I actually think the 3-man killed more, but do you know what kills more than both of them combined? The Plague Marines. They kill literally everything. So, in this one, I actually have my opponent deploy first because he has no infiltrators at all. So, the Overwatch doesn't work on the crit 5s, but the crit 6s will still get sustained. And with Abaddon to full rerolls, that's like just fishes for them. Really scary. Oh, it will definitely kill. It'll kill that. Don't you worry. So, in this matchup, so bear in mind the characters here, you can see the Lord of Contagion, Lord of Virulence, they're representing their respective Death Shard Terminator units. The Lord of Virulence is in the big 6-man, the Lord of Contagion is in the small 3-man. So, as we're deploying, I'm of the mindset of, okay, first up, something's got to sit on home just to screen stuff out. So, we're going to put some Poxwalkers on home, quite standard really. My opponent puts a unit of Possessed up here. Basically going to be the ones that are harassing my naturals, which is actually an issue we ran into this this game. I actually put the Rhino in reserves this game with the Death Shard Terminators. My opponent put the Chaos Terminators in reserves as well. So the reason I like Plasma Guns over Melter is when I'm rocking my squad with full rolls to hit, with lethal and sustained 5s, I want as many dice to roll because 2 Melter shots can only sustain twice. So you get 4 shots max. If I shoot 6 plasma gun shots at you and they all crit, I can get 12 shots. So melter guns can kill a maximum of 4 marines. I can kill a maximum of 12 marines with the plasma guns. So that's why I like it better. So we've put the Plague Marines and the Rhino in reserves. The reason for this is because I need to crack my opponent open and I can't really just walk out into the open because the Overwatch is kind of horrific. So I'm hoping that I can rapid ingress this Rhino on somewhere behind either these walls if the Vindicators are playing in the middle, and then that'll allow me to then zoom out here, jump out and shoot anything that was behind this wall and kill it completely whilst remaining relatively safe. Bit of a risky play, but hey ho, it's what we gotta do sometimes. So we put our spawn right on the middle. Search and destroy, don't forget you can 6-inch scout the spawn onto the middle objective if you get first turn, sticky it, and then you can run off, which means your opponent has to put someone out, which is obviously pretty damn good. So then I'm just going to quickly remind myself of this bit here. Give me 2 seconds. Back. Yes, I know, yes. This app is annoying when you're trying to retroactively go back. I'm pretty sure he went first this one. Yes, my opponent go first. Just checking. Because I was trying to remember all this off the top of my head. So he puts 1 unit of Obliterators in reserves. He puts 1 on the table. He puts a Vindicator here. Abaddon stands in the middle of the castle with some cultists on his home objective. I put a unit of Poxwalkers up here, and a unit of Poxwalkers behind this here. I don't want to deploy in front, in case he gets first turn and just kills them for free. So I'm going to deploy sort of behind the wall here, just to sort of pressure my opponent and sort of keep him a bit more backwards. But these guys up here, they deploy a bit more aggressively. I'm hoping to basically get turn 1, and if I get turn 1, I can sticky the middle, sticky the top, and then I've got 3 objectives stickied right off the get-go and take and hold. My Demon Prince deploys right in the open, because I'm going to loan up him in a second. Totally fine there, so he's going to go there. And I put my big 6-man Shroud Brick strung all along here. So 1 guy's within 3 inches of the Demon Prince. They're all behind the obscuring terrain, so they're not going to get shot. So they're going to be... The idea for them is to get into this ruin here and basically stage up in here. So if anyone wants to push my Demon Prince, because I'm going to move the Demon Prince to loan up, then they'll be able to punish it. After that, we just start stacking things around about here. We just have some haulers, some bloat drones. They can all just float around and do things. We have another bloat drone down here. We have 2 bloat drones down this end here. We actually put another hauler in reserves as well. Sorry, so there's a hauler in reserves as well. Okay. So, this is the position we're sort of starting the game in, which is okay. My opponent's got his cultists up here, just in case they want to run out turn 1. His other possessed units on the flank here to run down and be disrupting. Cypher's chilling there. Vindicator is up here. And another Vindicator is in reserves for him. He's put a Vindicator in reserves, which is quite common. So that's his reserves up here. and my reserves are down here. So my opponent gets first turn in this game, which is, you know, not ideal. I would really have liked to be able to like sticky armor things turn 1, which would have been real nice. Now, my opponent gets pretty aggressive with his Possessed. His Possessed, he wants to basically clear off my my Poxwalkers and stop me being able to score stuff. So my opponent's turn 1, he gets Area Denial. Now, I scouted my spawn into this corner just in case he gets Area Denial turn 1. He's not going to be able to get the 5 points, but he's only going to get 6 points because these guys are in 6 to the center. He sends his Cultists out into the middle to get 2 points in Area Denial. He brings the Possessed down here, stages them here, and then just brings this squad to like here and stages them there. Doesn't really go for any charge just yet. So my opponent is just basically vibing out a bit. He just moves stuff up, shuffles it all up. Nothing really crazy is happening right now. He does have an Obliterate unit that started on the board. Decides to pop his once per game indirect. So no, not the 6-man. I'm walking the 6-man body. The 3-man is in reserves here. The 6-man is walking. He decides to take pot shots with his indirect. Because bear in mind, he's got crit 5s, sustained, and then he's got Abaddon for 4 rolls to hit. And he goes to shoot at my Death Shroud with the flat 4 damage shots. I decide to not, not -1 damage it. I'm just like, okay, let's go for it. He rolls I think he rolls double 1 for the shot amount. And then he crits once and gets another hit. So he gets 3 hits, of which 2 of them wound. And we pass a double 4 up, so we don't lose the Death Shroud. So pretty happy first turn. We don't take any damage. That's 1 indirect Obliterator shot gone. Happy days at this point. So in my first turn, I've managed to sticky this now. And I'm going to move these forward to sort of just try and make a wall. So imagine these guys are really stretched out. Like that, more than anything. Like that, just to try and stop the Possessed getting onto my objective. Unfortunately, I roll a 1 on the advance, so I don't get to go very far. But I can take what I can. This Bloat Drone moves up to here. The Demon Prince moves onto the middle objective. This Bloat Drone moves here to shoot at these guys. And the Chaos Spawn actually decide to move past. I'm going to try and... The Obliterate is more like here. I'm going to try and get a turn 1 charge into this Obliterate unit. Because if I kill an Obliterator, they are very expensive. So if I kill one, even a single one, for my Chaos Spawn, and then hopefully the Mortal Wounds can splash back and maybe kill the other, that'd be a great trade for them. The Death Shroud move on up into the corner, as we said before, taking positions. The Blight Hauler here just sort of comes down to chill behind this wall here. Poxwalkers spreading out. Now this Poxwalker unit, I've actually drawn in my turn, engage and extend. So I'm just wanting to be annoying, so I'm just going to have these Poxwalkers just walk to here, which is not really necessary to be honest. But I just wanted to be annoying and try and get a sticky off. So I wanted to force him that because if I stay back here, he can charge these guys and then consolidate onto the objective and hide behind this wall. So my idea was, if I'm going to make him charge me, I'm going to make him do it right in the open here, so he kills me, and then he stood there in the open, which means these 2 Bloat Drones can swing and shoot Possessed and kill him. I'll happily trade 60 Poxwalkers for some Possessed. Now, here's the annoying bit. My shooting whiffs real hard, like real hard. So the Hellforged bolter thing on the Demon Prince and these Blight Launchers don't really roll great, and I roll really badly without the rerolls, and these guys actually live with like 3 guys here. Now I really want to be able to get onto this fight here, and I want to clear the objective for the Cultist because obviously I want to deny him the primary. So I multi-charge the Obliterator and the Cultist, hoping that the 1 Chaos Spawn will kill the Cultist and the other one can swing into the Obliterators. Now, he does Heroic him with Cypher as well, which is a bit annoying, but not the worst thing in the world. Now, we do manage to kill one of the Obliterators, which is good. The Mortal Wound Splashback damages another, but doesn't kill it. We whiff, though, into the Cultist. We only get 1 attack plus 2, so 3 attacks. We only hit 1. We kill 1 Cultist, so they're still alive with 2 guys. Incredibly annoying. And then Cypher and the Obliterator swing back, and they kill 1 of the spawn. And both the Obliterator takes like 1 mortal, and Cypher takes 1 mortal. I don't roll very well on my mortals, but still killed an Obliterator. Cypher's now out as well. The Obliterators can't fall back and shoot, so in his turn he's not going to be shooting anything, which is quite nice. But the annoying bit is he's going to pay a command point and automatically pass morale on this Cultist and hold center. So he's going to get 10 on his primary. Little bit annoying. Now, my opponent gets secure no man's land and no prisoners, so he's going to try and go for kills. These Possessed come to deal with the Poxwalkers up here. This Vindicator's just chilling again. He's just kind of like being careful. He's not really committing too much right now. This Vindicator moves, just drives upwards here, just to see if it can get some shots here and just sort of stage to come out next turn. Can't get shot right now. But what he accidentally does by doing this is he walks into contagion range of the Poxwalkers. Now, these Possessed also come out. They're going to try and charge Poxwalkers and kill them. Now, when he walks into contagion range of the Poxwalkers, I then rapid ingress into the very corner of this wall here. So I think I'm about 7 inches away from the guy, because like these are each 2, so it's like I'm right in the corner, so it's 2, 4, yeah, it's just 2, 4, like 6 away. So I'm just like over a bit. So I'm about 6 inches away from that guy, and bear in mind I can walk up next turn. This is super important because it means I can now charge this Vindicator from behind the wall, which means I'm not going to get overwatched by this super scary Abaddon Castle. So in my head, this Vindicator is now dead. Now, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that, obviously. The Possessed charge into my Poxwalker here, and these charge into the Poxwalkers up here. Now, the Poxwalkers down at the bottom get absolutely minced. What happens up here, though, is a single Poxwalker actually lives. A singular little Poxwalker. What a little guy. What a little goober, eh? So, with a single Poxwalker living... Ooh, it's going crazy. What actually happens is I make sure I leave the one that's closest into the middle of all the Possessed. So that when he has to consolidate, he has to wrap my Poxwalkers, which keeps him off the objective, hopefully. Now, unfortunately, one of the guys manages to touch the back of his base onto my objective, which would unsticky it. However, this Possessed unit, the reason they didn't kill the Poxwalkers is because he failed his Dark Pact. And he took 2 mortal wounds for his troubles, and that's why they didn't get all the sustained 5s. My one Poxwalker bites back, gets a single lethal hit, he fails the save, which kills a Possessed, so then I respawn the Poxwalker 2 inches within coherency onto the point. Now it's 1 OC to 1 OC, but because it's stickied, it stays under my control, so I actually get to hold that, which is really funny. These guys also back up here a bit. So, we actually managed to get a hold 15 at this point, because, so we don't get 15, we get 10. The Cultists fell back, Cypher comes, these guys finally die, it's fine, it's what it is. But we get 10 points, because we're going to have our home, and we're going to have this one up here, which is really good. So then we're going to get behind enemy lines and overwhelming force. Now, I'm not going to get behind enemy lines. We sod that off, not even going to recycle it, because I'm going to try and put damage into my opponent here. I want to punch my opponent in the face. I know this Vindicator is going to die, it's going to be 1 dead, happy with that. And then we can do some extra stuff. Now, the annoying bit here is what to do about like this Vindicator here, because again, this thing's watching on the middle. If these guys step out, they're going to get overwatched, which is not ideal, as you can imagine. We really don't want that to happen. And our shooting to shoot at it, if I come into here to shoot it, he'll loan up 18 it and I can't shoot it. So that's just wasted at that point. So, a little frustrating, but is what it is. The blow drone up here walks out. The Lord of Virulence walks backwards and wiggles his finger at here. So the guys, all these units here can shoot at these Possessed and kill them, which would be really nice. Yeah, imagine if I resurrected a Possessed, that'd be really funny. So I'm hoping these are going to deal with these Possessed up here. Now, the Death Shroud want to come and deal with this squad here, this Vindicator. They go for the charge from behind the wall, that's fine. The Hellforge Spewer manages to kill the last of the, the doodads, the cultists, which is nice. Then we walk up with the Demon Prince. Again, we've got a guy right in this corner here. We charge Cypher, we punk Cypher, and then we just make sure we can consolidate towards the objective in the center to get us back our loan up, which is fine. The Death Shroud go for that 6-inch charge from behind the wall. They get it. Now, my opponent has, at this point... Sorry, he comes down here. He has rapid ingressed in his Terminators here. So he comes in with his Terminators. So, my Demon Prince comes in into his Cypher. He actually heroics into that. I thought he was going to heroic into this, to be honest. But I managed to come around more the front here. So he doesn't really get a great heroic. So they absolutely... The Lord of Contagion alone pretty much solo kills that thing. And then consolidates into the Possessed, who have a single model left because we managed to shoot them with these blow drones here. One of them, unfortunately, was lost in Overwatch, which is very annoying. But we managed to shoot these down to 1, consolidate into them, and then hilariously, The possessed then use a Dark Pact, fail it, die, and take D3 mortal wounds and kill themselves. So they're dead. The Demon Prince just gets in an absolute slap fight with this thing over here. Not much is going on at this point. This is just like happening this fight. These possessed up here got absolutely chunked down to a single. They actually just got eradicated. They're gone. The 2 Poxwalkers have just run into here after falling back, just to keep some pressure sort of towards them. Now, my opponent goes for it at this point. He's gonna pull everything in. So he brings Abaddon down to go for the advance and charge into my Lord of Contagion squad here. Again, this fight's ongoing. I killed like 1 Terminator and I took like a little bit back. That's it. This Obliterator squad comes up near this Vindicator, who are going to shoot at the Death Shroud, because obviously I'm stood here. They can see. He shoots the Death Shroud. Because he's outside of Abaddon range, he does a bit of damage. I think he kills like 2, but they're fine, part of that. And then this Obliterator squad whiffs. Again, not great for my opponent. This Vindicator has come on from reserves here. Again, he wanted to shoot sort of like down at the what they called the Death Shroudy boys. Which is fine. Like, again, the 4-up invulnerable, he's not near Abaddon, so it's nowhere near as scary. Now, my opponent has got, in this turn, so he's got marked for death and engage on all fronts. So, that was it. So, I actually had this drone here, because it shot those possessed. He was going to shoot my Death Shroud here. So, what I actually did is, I looked at the game, and I was like, if the Death Shroud don't get touched, I will be okay, because I know I can kill my opponent next turn. So, what I actually do, when marked for death gets drawn, I pick this Poxwalker unit, this guy who can't get shot, and I pick this bloat drone. Because the only thing that can shoot this bloat drone here is this Vindicator. So I'm going to give my opponent 5 victory points by sacrificing this drone, but it means my Death Shroud don't get shot. So they actually don't get shot. I don't even lose a guy yet. That's next turn. So no more Death Shroud get killed, because I make him kill that. Abaddon charges down here into my Lord of Contagion. He kills the 2 Death Shroud that were guarding, and then the Lord of Contagion passes a bunch of 4-up Feel No Pains and 4-up Invulnerables. He takes like 1 damage, so he's cool. And then the Lord of Contagion swings back and kills every single Chosen. Just like, gone. It just kills every single Chosen, which is obviously, pretty funny. Now, in my opponent's turn, I did Rapid Ingress this Rhino behind here as well. So all the Chosen are dead. Well, I think there's like 1 left with Abaddon. So Abaddon's been weakened. My Lord of Contagion is a bit weakened as well, but it's fine. We're alright. And this fight is ongoing in the middle. My Demon Prince goes down to like 4 wounds, but he's still holding them all busy, which is fine by me. So, comes into my turn. Now, this is the go-to, and we're going to basically try and absolutely punk our opponent. So, these Death Shroud, now bear in mind, these Death Shroud are strung all the way out to here as well. They're strung backwards. They come on out now. I'm not scared of the Overwatch as much, because Abaddon's not there to give the rerolls, so we start to push out. This Hauler comes in from reserves to shoot at this Vindicator here. Now, because they killed the Chosen and he had to stay in coherency, this guy is actually not locked in combat, so he then starts to walk up here to come and say hello to this Vindicator, because I'm pretty sure this round's about to do round things. It drives round, drops off the 10 Plague Marines. The Demon Prince just falls back, and then these guys move upwards that way to sort of go and pressure that Vindicator and that Obliterator. This guy just comes out to shoot. And then we do it. We press the button. We press the 1 CP, reroll all hits and wounds, and we shoot the Terminators, we shoot Abaddon, and we shoot the Obliterators, and we kill fucking everything. I shit you not, everything died. Like, literally dead, dead, dead. It was horrendous. That unit shoots so stupid. Then we go for a little, this guy shoots his Melter up, does like 5 damage, he charges into that. These guys charge up here. That thing gets absolutely punked. This thing gets absolutely punked. We then consolidate, touch the Obliterator. And in a single turn, our opponent has gone from like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to nothing. These guys can't fall back and shoot. Well, they can for a CP, but it's not going to do much good. Because, again, I'm going to have this squad here with 6, 7, 8 Flamers. Plus the character to reroll all wounds. So if he falls back, I'm going to Overwatch it. Which does actually happen, surprisingly. At that point, we basically have the opponent tabled at turn 3. So that is pretty much all she wrote for this game. We get then Cleanse and Defend Stronghold. We get no prisoners, which I have to go and kill these cultists because it's the only thing left for 2 points. Then we just get stuff like Containment. On the last turn, I get Assassination, Secure No Man's Land, which I just get for free because everything's not there. So, pretty alright. It turns out when that button comes in and you press it, you kill absolutely everything because lethal sustain fires and you reroll everything and just fish for them. I think that the 3 plasma guns, no, it's the Blight Launcher shot at Abaddon, and out of like 5 shots, I got like 9 wounds on him, which is just absolutely insane. The plasma guns ripped Terminators apart, and then like the random Blight Bios Putrefier grenade into it as well killed a bunch, and then the Flamer from the Playcaster killed off the last Obliterator. It's so powerful. But you see, we say all this stuff though, but at the same time, that is of like a 400 point unit. Like, it should kill stuff, and if you just don't let it see 5 things at once, it will only kill 1 unit. But if you get into a good spot, it's real good at killing people. So, quite happy with that one. Everything performed its duty. The anchor in the middle held well. The only thing I'm starting to sort of understand is how weak my flank game can be. Like, this bloat run, if he died at any point, like, anything could have just deep struck on here and took it. And down here, like, I couldn't really harass my opponent until I committed to killing it. So you gotta be a little careful of that. That's something I'm looking at fixing in the future. But we'll have a quick check in with the chat. How's everyone doing? Lucky Text One Live, congrats, thank you very much, mate. You've not missed the stream too much, Quack King, don't you worry. So Potstalker takes down a Custode, now you have a Custode. That'd be awesome, I would love that. No, it's not going to be 2 CP. That would be 3 2 CP strats. That would be awful in this attachment. That would be real bad, so hopefully that doesn't happen. So, round 2, we get drawn into Gene Stealer Cult. So Gene Stealer Cults, Host of Ascension, lots and lots of boys. And I'm like, oh god, this could be very bad because my opponent's got a lot of models. I have quite few units, like few model count. I'm outnumbered like 5-1 here. And this could end, this could end badly because he's going to be able to auto-see me really easily, which is, pretty scary. So, we are on, I believe it is Scorched Earth, this one. Let me just double check it real quick. So we're on, yes, Scorched Earth. So, I am thinking at this point, the only way we win this game is if we don't let my opponent take the tempo. If I let this opponent have tempo, and he controls the game flow, he's going to just constantly take me off objectives with trading units. I'll kill them all, but my primary will be 0, and I'll get outscored. So I'm like, okay, take my Aiden brain off. Aiden is a naturally defensive player. We're just going to put it on the side, and we're going to be aggressive. We're going to push this guy. So he puts in reserves his big 20 brick squads of acolytes. He puts in reserves his big mining tool brick. He puts in his big flamer brick and his dynamite brick. And then he deploys. He gets first deployment. Now he strings Gene Stealers all the way up here. So realistically, it's more like Gene Stealers like all the way across here to stop me infiltrating as much. So imagine something like that. I return the favor by doing the exact same thing on the other side as much as possible. So just imagine some Poxwalkers all strung out, with it obviously keeping a 9-inch gap between us. So we're just basically like taking up half of the board each. Now my opponent then puts another unit of Gene Stealers here, just in front, and again he's got 3 redeploys, so he can obviously pull these away whenever he wants. I put my 6-man on the board again. The only thing that's in reserves on this one is the 3-man. Everything else is on the board. So literally everything's on the board. I'm not giving a shit about being shot. I put my Demon Prince on the line right down here. Actually in the ruin, just so he can run out as quick as possible. I put my Rhino up here, because again, I'm not fussed. At this point, he's heavy mining laser. Ridge Runner's like down here, so I'm not going to get shot by it. Goliath Truck. He put his big Aberrant brick, so this is the entire big scary brick just behind here. He's going to stage in there. So that's the 3 wounds each, 5 up, feel no pain, -1 to wound, big scary boy brick. He puts a Ridge Runner in here with a mortar, and then he puts a little 5-man squad on his home. So we just keep deploying. We get another unit of Poxwalkers, and they're just going to screen out all there. Another unit of Poxwalkers is going to screen out home, because we don't want stuff coming behind us. And it's basically a game of just making sure everywhere has got something screened. So it's just like hauler, 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 just like this. Rhinos up top, Spawn, go for the middle, just in case we get a nice turn 1. Again, there's no shooting, so there's no reason hiding. There's no real long-range shooting. Spawn, go for a turn 1 again, just see if they can get a scout off and whatnot. And just go for some crazy damage. Overbloat drone, there you go. Overbloat drone is just going to chill down here. And then the big brick of Terminators just starts online with the DM prints down here. So we're sort of on the line here, okay? So at this point, we roll off the first turn. I get the first turn. My opponent redeploys. So these Gene Stealers pull back to like here. More like that, yeah. So these guys pull back a bit. The Gene Stealers that were up here fully pull back to like behind the wall. So they're nice and hidden behind here so they can move and charge. And then that's about all he does. That's it. So I'm in my head saying, let's go aggressive. So first turn, I get established locus and recover assets. So straight away, we're just going to have this little blight hauler just runs up to... Sorry, these poxwalkers move down to do... They make a wall. Again, we're just trying to make a wall. So this is sticky now. So we're just making sure he can't get to it, take it off us. Everything advances. Literally everything. So this is covered. So he can't get to this rhino. But this rhino just drives to here with an advance. Advances, everything just advances. We're just moving forward. This guy moves into here. He starts doing recover assets, poxwalkers and home recover assets. We advance, we advance, we advance. The spawn scouted forward and then moved, so they're going for a turn 1 charge, and everything else is just moving forward. So we're just pushing up as much as possible. Imagine all these poxwalkers obviously strung out, max coherency to sort of take what you call it, take more space, which is really nice. Stop deep strikes coming. We don't want that. The spawn go for a turn 1 charge, and they kill all the Gene Stealers par 1. That Gene Stealer then slaps back. Doesn't do any damage. Annoyingly, the T7 actually punishing me that time. But they're alive. And then that's about all there is turn 1. So I get my established locus, and I've started my recover assets. He just lets me score recover assets because he knows he's not going to be able to interact with these two. So 3 points. So my opponent's turn. He has the Goliath drives up into here. The Aberrant stage here. The Gene Stealers move out to come and charge all of these guys here. Everyone else is just sort of staging. Again, it's just turn 1 here. This Ridge Runner just hides a bit. There, just wants to hide a little bit. And that's pretty much all she wrote. So the shooting from this squad here, I think he has a unit that can turn 1 come in. Yeah, he has a unit that can turn 1 come in. It was these guys, drills and whatnot. So these guys have drills, and they were inside the Goliath. That's it. So they hop out. They've got the heavy weapon tools. The little Gene Steel that's alive has run away to hide behind there in that corner. So he's chilling in there. So these guys, 10 damage, flat 3 weapons. They basically charge in and absolutely like obliterate. He's got no prisoners and locus. He's not going to get locus because he can't get anywhere near the middle. But he gets no prisoners because he kills the spawn, loses like 2 guys back. The Gene Stealers kill, they only kill like 5 poxwalkers because the T4, the Feel No Pain, I took the -1 save. Not -1 save, -1 to hit because again, they've all got T-shirt saves. So he actually doesn't kill that many. So I actually do that and I leave these towards the bottom. And then I kill a Gene Stealer back and get a guy back as well, which is quite funny. So we're okay. We've only lost the spawn. Opponents put some resources down. Everything else is sort of moving up a little bit. He shot the indirect at home to try and put a gap in it. Didn't kill many people, but that's about it. So in my turn, I'm like, okay, I've got, at this point, 3 command points. And I've got my 3 CP. So I actually use my 3 CP to Plague Surge. So now my entire army's got a 9-inch contagion range. Because this DM Prince moves forward and puts this thing in contagion range. You can probably see where this is going. These guys move up to go for a charge. These guys all kind of just spread these demon engines to keep the screens up. This Rhino moves clean through here and dumps out the 10 Plague Marines right here so they can see all these aberrants. These bloat drones just, again, move up, just screening still, moving up. The Poxwalkers fall back into like a conga line across there. Again, we're just taking up as much space as possible to prevent my opponent coming in anywhere. And then the Death Shroud can now 6-inch deep strike here because of the extended contagion range now tagging this Jackal. So we come for a charge down here into this Ridge Runner. So if we kill this Ridge Runner, the idea is to kill the Ridge Runner, do as much damage as we can to the Aberrant Brick, and then kill the Pure Strain, like just here, just finish them off, and kill this brick here and just keep the pressure on my opponent. So, my secondaries for this turn were Overwhelming Force and Engage on all fronts. The only things that were on objectives are these two here. So I'd have to kill both of them to get max on Overwhelming Force. Engage, I'm in all four, which is, Death Bong 1. Right, we're going to Death Bong 1 here, boys. This is it. I'm like, okay, let's put some damage on my opponent. Let's put him on the back seat right off the get-go. Because, again, I want to control the tempo here. So, we press the button. We press the nuke button. And then I remember to myself what I just did last game. So I'm like, you know what? Let's split fire. So we split fire off the little flamer down here. I think we put one flamer down here, and that's about it. Just want to try, because they're only 5 1 wound models, we want to kill them. And before we do that, I shoot the Rhino down at them, because like, okay, we'll shoot the Rhino because that might kill a couple guys. The Rhino actually just kills the entire lot. So 1 unit kill, yay! This Rhino, this Plague Marine unit, this is 10 models, 10 aberrants. They are -1 to be wounded. They all have a 5 up feel no pain and 3 wounds each guy. And they got fucking deleted from existence with spare damage to kill the character. So that 370 point brick just got fucking bongulated. So they're gone. And I had spare shots. These Blight won't just pick up this Gene Stealer here. The Demon Prince charges into this squad here. Because I want the movement. It's all about the movement. And then the Death Shroud charge in. And we pin both sides. So the heavy plague with the heavy mining tools. Half of them have to go into the Demon Prince, half of them have to go into the Death Shroud. So it just kind of splits the damage they're going to take and keeps that forward momentum going into my opponent. Down here, we make this charge, and we make it with a good amount, actually. We make it on a 10, so we actually come to this side of the vehicle. We one-bang that vehicle, and then we consolidate and touch the other Ridge Runner. Over here, the guys have fight first. This squad don't really care too much. This fights first squad does like 3 damage to the Demon Prince and like kills 1 Death Shroud. And then I tell my opponent I'm going to sweep, and he just picks them up for me, which is very nice to him. And then the Demon Prince swings next. He activates. There's nothing to pile into, but he can consolidate because there's an objective nearby, so he just consolidates just to make sure he's touching the objective, just to make sure we get that primary. So at this point, my opponent can basically deploy here with his army, and he's got 1 more turn, and if he doesn't, I'm going to take up all the space, and there'll be nowhere else left to go. So my opponent, in his turn, draws Bring It Down and Cleanse. Cleanse is not going to happen. But he brings in a big... So this Goliath moves up here to shoot these guys. The demo charges actually are in a bit of a pickle. Because if they had to deploy 6 inches away. Which means only some of them can actually get into the terrain. And if they deploy on this side, they're going to get overwatched by the Plague Caster. Because he's up there and can get line of sight to them. And that will kill quite a lot. So, only a couple of demo charges managed to actually chuck up here. The big Flamer Brick arrives here to shoot my Lord of Contagion squad. The big 20-man brick with all the bells and whistles arrives there. He keeps the second one just in reserves for now. And he unloads absolutely everything he can at me. Now, I -1 damage the Plague Marines up here because the demo charges are 2 damage. And these guys have been doing so much work right now. So I just want to keep them alive. And from all the demo charges and all of this, he kills 2 heavy plague weapons. That's it. He just kills 2 heavy plague weapons. So they're vibing. They're having a good time. The flamers down here actually kill a Death Shroud, which is very upsetting to me. And then all of this shooting kills, I think, 3 of the 5 remaining Death Shroud. So quite a bit there, but there's still, still a good amount of Death Shroud there. And that's all he managed to get. So he doesn't manage to get a Bring It Down because none of our vehicles can get shot. He can't shoot the Demon Prince because I've got a guy like here to loan up him as well, which means he just can't get many shots onto it, and he's not got the firepower really to kill it. So he doesn't actually do that much damage in his turn, which is unfortunate, because then it comes to my turn, we get Area Denial and extend battle lines, and we just push even harder. So this Lord of Contagion moves up, all the flamers from him, and then this squad move up and flame off that 10-man squad. He's then going to charge that. These Plague Marines step up, shoot the ever-loving shit out of that squad, and then we leave this truck alive because I want to charge it to get movement. Because basically I want to be here to block out him coming in reserves here. These Lord of Virulence squad spray into these guys, kill an absolute bunch of them, then charge and finish them off. Lord of Contagion obviously one bangs that thing. The The Demon Prince just moves to spread out to keep like zone control, just keep stuff moved out, spread around. And then at this point, my opponent literally concedes the game. He says there's absolutely no point. So I just draw my cards, I get Cleanse and Storm Hostile Objective, which get, and then I get Containment and Assassination. So this game ended 100-12, which was probably the meanest thing I've ever done to someone. And I felt actually really bad. Now, my opponent, Will, took this super well. He was an absolute legend. He wasn't upset. He wasn't salty. He was just like, I fucked up. Like, I should have like started more stuff on the board. I should have just expected the aggression. I should have done something. And he was super chill with it. And that's such a great opponent, such a great attitude. And he was laughing all the way through it. Like, he was literally watching his entire army get decimated. Like, he got bongulated, quite literally. He got 2 points. He got a single no prisoners on a spawn. But he was totally chill about it, totally fine. And he's don't get me wrong, he said he's not been to many events. So it's a bit of an unlucky draw for him as well. But this showed me the power of this army when it goes aggressive, and the actual damage output is so insane. Like the things you can do to people is actually unholy. But it was a very fun limit test to see the damage that I can do, and it's nice for me to sort of play aggressively because I'm not really an aggressive player. And yeah, he's a genius difficult player, so he's a special breed. He's used to like these kind of like victories. He said before the game before he was doing the lethal 5 sustained because his army can do it as well, and his opponent was like, "What the hell?" So to have him done back to him, he was just like, "Oh, this is what it feels like," and he was really good with it. So yeah, it's super well. I like really appreciate his attitude because I genuinely felt bad, and he was like, "Mate, don't feel bad." He's like, "It's a game, mate. We play the game. It's fine." So yeah. Much respect to you there, William. I hope your third game, you had a blast with that one as well. So then we come into the final round. We had to play against this person, Sam Boardman, codename Twat. And the Emperor's Children. So it's Slanesh versus Nurgle. So we got triple Demon Prince. All of them have an enhancement. One of them can flip a dice to a 6. One of them comes back alive with D6 wounds with a leadership test. One of them does some weird mortal wound jank. Then he's got 3 Lord Exultants, all leading a squad of Infractors. Then he's got a Lord Cacophonist, 2 squads of Tormentors, these are the Infiltrate Battle Line, sticky guys. Then 1 squad of Spawn, 3 squads of Noise Marine, and 2 Chaos Rhinos to bring it all in. So, me and Sam are on the same team. And we are going to a Teams event next weekend. So both Vanguard Tactics players, and we're going to a Teams event next weekend. So we were here at this event practicing our list. So this was what we would call a good stress test. And we learned quite a bit. So in this game, I had my 3-man Lord of Contagion in reserves. And I think I put a Poxwalker in reserves as well, I know that. And then I think that was all I did. Now, on Sam's side, he started absolutely everything on the board. He had his spawn on his home, and then he had 1 rhino here, a 2nd rhino up here, because his rhinos have scout, so he made sure if he went 2nd, he could just tuck it and hide. He had the Infractor douchebag. 1 squad was down here. I had a Poxwalker unit up here. Now, the annoying thing with this, and the one cool thing with Sam's list, his detachment, if he kills units, his entire army powers up. So the fact that he has infiltrating units forces me to infiltrate up here. Otherwise, he's going to get 2-3 stickied objectives. But by forcing me up here, he's 100% going to guarantee a kill turn 1. But it is what it is. I can't let him have too many objectives. Like, because if he stickies them, I know what Sam does. He's just going to, if he stickied that one, he's then going to walk behind this wall and tell me to come out. And as soon as I come out, I'm going to get jumped. I'm going to get gangbanged by a bunch of Emperor's Children, guys. So we don't want that happening to us. So we put on our side, we have our Rhino chilling behind here. We've had Demon Prince, who's going to be doing the same thing. Our 6-man brick with the Demon Prince, who are going to be actually on this side this time. We have a Hauler up here and a Bloat Drone up here. We have 1 Winged Demon Prince, 2 Winged Demon Prince, 3 Winged Demon Princes. His other Infractor squad, I think he just put behind this wall here. He didn't want to just get him killed for no reason. And they had a Noise Marine squad over here, another Noise Marine squad over there. And then, guess what? A third Noise Marine squad chilling out over here. So lots of Noise Marines. We had our bloat drones just sort of spread out. We had Poxwalkers and Home Objective. We had our units kind of just chilling around. Because we knew that we were going to probably give them a fight. And we had our spawn here, so if we went second, we could duck in. And this was, we kind of knew was going to be quite bloody because Sam's a very aggressive player as well. I'm a defensive player, but this is teams. So what we need to do here is we need to see if Sam gets paired into something like Death Guard, what his army can do. Because we don't think Sam necessarily has a winning matchup here. But what Sam can do is deny primary, hold stuff, and basically make it a really interesting game. The one thing we had to test was, though, is what happens when Death Guard gets to shoot them. So, Sam got first turn, unfortunately for me. I scouted back to safety over here. And then Sam gets engaged in all fronts and recover assets. So, he sends this Rhino down with well, it scouts forward. The Lord Exultant gets out, moves, advances, comes to charge this. He then gets he's got a second Lord Exultant squad in there, which then drives off all the way up here with a second guy in it. The Demon Prince is here. This one moves and advances into here. This one moves into here, just behind there. Everything basically just kind of like moves up a little bit. So they're all hiding. They're all hiding. Being little cowards that he is. And then this Rhino drives into here like this. So Sam's already getting aggressive, which is very par for the course for him. He does recover assets with like, I don't know, like this Demon Prince and like this spawn or something. Can't stop it, it's what it is. And he charges and he kills the Poxwalkers and gets one of his channeled marks, which is 100% to be expected here. So, fair enough. And it's Purge the Foe list, by the way, so he's going to get his kill there. So he gets a kill. Now, I just need to make sure I get killed back at this point. So, we drive up. Oh, by the way, sorry, did I miss? I did miss before. Thank you very much, Previous Williams, for the gifted membership, mate. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Again, Sports Channel really, really helps us out. So, yeah, if you want to become a member, guys, consider it. You get access to our Discord. You get access to our giveaways. We've got one coming up very soon for some of the Death Guard dice. If you missed them out, we've got 2 packs of these bad boys to give away. And some extra bits that we're getting in at the moment. So, my turn, I'm like, okay, I have to kill stuff. So, I move this bloat drone up so I can shoot either target. I move the hauler. I'm hoping the hauler can pop this Rhino here with its melter at -1 save. This Rhino drives up to here. We're going to shoot out the Playcaster out the top to try and kill that squad. Demon Prince moves out onto the middle. Death Shroud then come and give him the loan up. So we're going to force Sam to come and do something about this. Down at the bottom here, we use the spawn. So we split the squad up. We measure where his Demon Prince can get to. And we body block any space he can land with these 2 models. So they're going to be sacrificed to stop this Demon Prince. And then this hauler moves up. This Blight Launcher drone moves up. This one moves here. And we're going to try and pop this Rhino. Because the Lord of Virulence is sticking his gun out so we can wiggle at it. So we're hoping 2 Blight Launcher drones and a hauler should be able to pop this Rhino. Which would be really nice. So we shoot and we unfortunately leave this goddamn Rhino on 1 wound. And then the same story repeats up here. This hauler, like I rolled like 1s and 2s on so much damage rolls, which is bloody annoying. Which it is what it is. It happens sometimes. But the squad and the Blight Launch drone did pick up the full squad there, which was nice. It was nice sort of like bit of payback. So he's unfortunately still got his Rhinos alive, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. But we got a kill, so we both got a kill. I had recover assets and locust. The Demon Prince starts doing locust. I don't bother with assets because I know whatever I pick is going to do it is going to get killed by Sam. So I started off for just a CP. Now, Sam's second turn, he gets containment and behind enemy lines. And Sam goes for it. This squad of Lord Exultant boys comes out. He's looking to kill these demon engines up here. The Demon Prince moves out to here. Thank God he rolls a 1 on an advance. I get a bit lucky there. And then he brings out a squad of Noise Marines down to here. This squad of Noise Marines comes out to here to shoot them. This squad of Noise Marines just gets fair there. This squad moves out to shoot him with the melter gun. This Rhino with the Infractors, they hop on out as well. So they hop out. Give me a second. Demon Prince moves, advances, and charges to come and kill these guys. The Demon Prince here comes to kill these guys. So basically, Sam's just going for it. Sam's going what would be known as a crazy mode right now. These guys hop on out. Rhino comes on out. And then these guys are chilling here. So he's got a lot of stuff going on right now. A lot of aggression, which is fine. Now all of these squads in the middle can shoot this Demon Prince. Is what it is. I can't keep him outside of 12-inch range because he's super fast. Up here, he grenades, and then, actually, before that, he shoots the Noise Marines, who roll really well, and he does pop the Rhino. And I deploy my Plague Marines on the left side of it, sort of like strung down like as much as possible. Now, I have Rapid Ingress in 3 Death Shroud behind here. So if he goes to charge my Plague Marines, the closest point where they had to get out is down within 6. So these guys can obviously come up and heroic into that Demon Prince if it comes in, which is good. Grenades, and manages to kill the Demon Engine. I think pops that one. And then he goes for the charge into the Blight Hauler. Thankfully, the Blight Hauler just about lives. Demon Prince comes down here, absolutely slaps the spawn out. And then all the shooting in the middle doesn't kill the Demon Prince. The charge comes in, he takes a bunch of mortal wounds, but the Demon Prince lives on about 4 wounds from all of this here. This also gets 1 tapped, this Hauler. I think the Blastmasters from like this squad killed it or something like that. I remember it just got popped real quick. We still got 2 blow drones. So he doesn't get the charge here. He needs a 9. Unfortunately, he fails it because he actually failed this 6-inch charge and had to CP reroll it. So then the 9-inch charge up here didn't have a reroll. So, but it's a lot of damage coming in at us, a lot of pain being put onto us, and Sam's being aggressive, and Sam's doing a really good job because, again, I'm not going to get primary. I'm on no primary here. Sam's still scoring. He's going to get 6 on containment because these infractors down here are going to do it, and I think he's got another squad that's doing it. So this Rhino up here starts doing it. So he's got double containment, so he's scoring really well. Behind enemy lines gets maxed because these guys finish inside my deployment with this Demon Prince down here. So they get that. I did roll a lot of Feel No Pains in that Demon Prince. I won't lie, Sam. I did roll a lot. So then, obviously, it's sort of swing back time. So this is where we get, to see what we can do. So I get Overwhelming Force and Engage. Again, don't really care about Engage. It's what it is. I'm not going to get it this turn. Even though I could have. I completely forgot these guys are in reserves. I laughed because I noticed it next turn. So I could have just brought them on here and got some points. But my bad. Don't be an idiot like me. The Plague Marines step up, but we leave the Heavy Plague Weapons behind so that they can come back and charge the Lord Exultant. And we're ready to shoot stuff. Blight Launchers line up to shoot some stuff in the middle. The Demon Prince stays in combat, actually, because I don't want to get overwatched with that. The Lord of Virulence Death Shroud step out. These guys move on up here to come and charge this Demon Prince, because I was 9 away from it. I was 6 away, well, like 7, 8 away from the Rapid Ingress. And I moved up to walk towards it, so I can go punch it. And then we have our Death Shroud so that they're like strung out. So they've got Flamers out here, and then there's a guy down here so that we can charge this Demon Prince. So we start shooting. We press the 1 CP button, and we absolutely fucking eviscerate this Noise Marine squad to leave just the character. And again, I should have split fired more, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. But we did. I think we put both the Noise Marine squad to quite a lot of pain. We didn't shoot the Imprint because I'm relying on these guys to go and kill that. I wasn't in rapid fire range. That was it of these guys, so I couldn't get the full power into this Noise Marine squad. But I was okay with that because it means I'm going to charge back and hopefully kill that guy. The sprayers down here, plus the guns off the Demon Prince kill the infractors. The Blight Launch drones kill that Noise Marine squad, and I think they might even kill that squad there. I can't remember what happened to your last Lord Exultant squad. But then we charged down into the Demon Prince here. The Lord of Contagion made his charge up here, and then we made a charge back up here. We kill the Lord Exultant just about with the last bit of knife attacks, so they're dead. The Lord of Contagion claps the cheeks of this Demon Prince and kills that. So he's gone. And then we do kill this Demon Prince, but he then stands back up with 6 wounds remaining. Or we don't kill that last Demon Prince. Oh, we do kill it. Yeah, because this is the one that falls back over me, little shit. This ongoing fight here just keeps slapping each other. So we clap back pretty damn hard. He's still got a full squad of Noise Marines, which is still scary. But we've clapped back pretty hard. So I managed to get max Overwhelming Force because I killed off the infractors that were on the middle plus a Noise Marine squad. And then Sam's turn. He gets Bring It Down and Defend Stronghold. I'm not going to touch his Stronghold. Both the Demon Princes fall back, and they're basically going to come and try and absolutely smack one of my poor bloat drone boys, which is very rude of him. The Rhino just moves on to my objective because again it AOCs the fucking one guy I've got on it from here, which is very annoying. So again, he's keeping my primary low. He's constantly keeping my primary low, which is very, very annoying. This Rhino moves down here. He kept telling me, am I going to overwatch it? Because he's on 1 wound at this point. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to bloody overwatch the damn thing. I'm just going to leave it, which is annoying. The Noise Marines step out to shoot this squad of Death Shroud. And they kill it down to 1 guy in the Lord of Contagion. So it's still kicking around, still being scary. But he does manage to score all of his points again. Because he managed to get Defense Stronghold. And he manages to both of these charge and gangbang one of the poor little bloat drones, which goes bang. So bloat drone is down, unfortunately, and my other one's stuck in combat here. My Demon Prince is alive though at this point. So in my turn, comes back to me again. Sam's been getting 12 on Purge because he's been getting hold more this entire time because of these two. So this is what I was talking about. I really need something in this list that's going to attack my opponent's natural even when I'm getting pressured on, which is something I really need to like work on this list. Lord of Contagion walks forward, eats an Overwatch, but he's alright. The Plague Marines walk into here and they go to charge this thing. This Hauler walks down here. The Bloat Drone falls back. He actually uses the stratagem to heal himself and deal damage to this Demon Prince, but I didn't roll very well on it, but he does enough work. These Death Shroud are in an awkward position. I want to go and take my point of primary, but I can't leave the Demon Prince in my backline, so these guys have to walk backwards. We do actually shoot that on the way out, though, and kill it, thankfully. So I need to kill this damn thing. Now, the Demon Prince comes in over here, punches that. We do manage to get the multi-melt through and kill this with the Blight Hauler, and then we charge and we put down the other Demon Prince. So these guys are now dead, thank Christ, and we managed to kill this Lord Exultant squad with the Demon Prince and a bit of help from some of the sprays, I think it was. We charge in to the Noise Marine squad and we kill all but 2. And the Lord Cacophonist does die actually, because these guys, when they walk to go and charge this, shot the Cacophonist and he's dead now. But my Lord of Contagion is still being alive at the moment and killing a couple of squads. Now my Demon Prince is very low. Sam in his turn draws Overwhelming Force. So I had Assassination and Storm Hostile. So Storm in the middle when this Demon Prince moved to here. Assassination, the Demon Prince is definitely dead. And obviously this charge here then also gets this. I actually roll really low and don't kill this Rhino in close combat, weirdly. Even with sustained crit 5s and lethals, but it happens sometimes. It happens. Sam gets Overwhelming Force, which at the moment is literally just this Demon Prince or these Plague Marines. He can't kill them. So, oh no, the Cacophonist is alive, little bastard. He's alive in 1 wound because you passed a bunch of 4 because I know what happens. The Lord Cacophonist walks down here. And then he has Overwhelming Force and Established Locus. So this squad of Tormentors moves and advances up to shoot Demon Prince because again they sticky that. They chuck a grenade at him and then they shoot him. And while the Cacophonist does the the Established Locus, they kill the Demon Prince finally. But I, being the spiteful little shit I am, auto explode him and kill the Cacophonist as well, which is pretty funny. These Noise Marines have also fallen back. And they shoot the Lord of Contagion and kill him. And I don't roll the CP to stand back. I don't roll the 2 up to stand back up. So unfortunately they do die. The spawn also came out to play at this point. They were like gribbling around there somewhere. But unfortunately my guy does go down. I do finish off that Rhino over there. So I'm still like, that annoyingly actually gets Sam kill more on that turn as well, which is like super annoying because I'm not going to be able to kill enough units. Like I can't, it denies me kill more. It doesn't get him kill more because he killed Lord of Contagion, killed Demon Prince, and all I can do because he's spawned and like pissed off is like kill both of these back. But that's it. Like there's nothing else I can do. So we shoot both of them to death. We can only match kill, but now we start getting hold more because we got the 2, and we basically just start holding more because he had to leave his home. And then Sam's final turn, he gets the extend battle lines. Oh, it's the Lord of Contagion died in the final turn. That was it. He gets assassination on it, so he grenaded that guy and killed him. And he gets extend battle lines, which he still has because annoyingly the spawn run back and then he holds home, and then extend battle lines is holding this thing here. So he gets to hold home. He gets 2 points for extend battle lines because he holds an objective out holding home. So he gets 2 points because that's still sticky. Very annoying. And then my last turn, thank God, to sort of give me some like actual leeway because it was looking like it was only like a 4-point win at this point. We get area denial and extend battle lines. So these guys walk onto the middle and get 10 points right at the end. And that brings us to a 96 to 88 victory. So in teams though, that's only a 11 to 9. So actually like this, like I won it, don't get me wrong, but Sam did a real good job of what we were hoping he could do in teams, which is use his aggression to just keep people score low, especially on Purge, because he can still just kill and score really well. So, as you can see, Sam did really well on his primary, still getting kill more and hold more. I need something to attack that primary more. I can't just let people sit on 2 primary while I'm getting pressured, because I'm spending 2... I can kill myself out of a situation quickly. You saw how much damage the army can do, but you can't just sit there doing that when your opponent's scoring primary. So I felt like I needed another unit that could go and harass my opponent's natural objective, and hopefully we'll sort of get to that at a certain point coming up. Now, we did have some donations, so thank you very much. So, Jamie Dart, thank you very much for becoming a Blight Lord, mate. Really appreciate it. And Rambo, who became a Death Shroud to me. Hell yeah, thank you so much. Both of you guys, really appreciate that, really respect it. And Lazy Chicken as well, thank you very much for the gifted membership. So, but yeah, that brings us to the end of the RTT. So, final result, obviously, we got first. Sam actually took third. Andy, who's also on our teams for the team event, took second. And then, as you can see at the bottom there, Mr. William Reed was also there. And he got fourth, only losing in round 2 to Andy. So a good showing all around. And we had some more Death Guard players there. We had one of them running Taliban, and I think the other one was also running Virulent Vectorium. And those guys were having a blast with it, because this codex is incredibly fun. So yeah, I mean, overall, quite happy with the list, but I don't actually know if I need that 6-man brick in the middle. Because it was pretty good to have like a big anvil, but I just wonder if the same job could have been done by 3 guys, and then I can use the extra 160 points to maybe get like another 3-man Death Shroud, which can then be that disruptive unit onto the opponent's objective. What was Will's rant? Okay, Will had a bit of a moment on his rant. He was playing against Andy, and the game was very clearly over, but Andy didn't want to talk it out because he didn't know if he'd actually win. Anyone else watching would have been like, yeah, you've won, Andy, here. But Andy sometimes plays himself down because he doesn't always trust. He doubts himself on how he wins, and he'd rather win legitimately. So he made Will play out like the last 2 turns when it didn't matter. He wasn't even close to mattering, which was pretty funny. But yeah. He was a bit like, you need to get better at talking it out, Andy. God's sake, just wasted 20 minutes of everyone's time. It's quite funny, to be honest. But hey ho. Demon Prince is amazing, Paul Bridge. Like, the Demon Prince is auto included in Virulent Vectorium. The 12-inch loan up, and just every single game, he just forced an interaction because he just stays around this middle point. You have to come out, like here, he had to come and do something about it. You've put your Vindicators forward to shoot him, or he stands and scores primary all game. Or they feed you units and you kill him. He's just so good for just making interaction happen and stopping your opponent just having a stale like game where he just sits on 2, you sit on 2, and then we just like change the middle. No, you get to actually stand on that middle and survive, which is really, really nice. But I am changing it for teams, mixing it up a little bit. I'm going to keep it a little quiet right now. I don't want to just give away all the trade secrets just yet. But there will be a sort of like a different list going to the teams event. That will hopefully fix some of the issues we were having here. But it was a very, very fun event. I'm super happy it went well. My goal for this year is not to be #1 Death Guard. I don't really care. Obviously, if I get it, great. If not, my goal for this year is to take every single detachment to an event. And either win an RTT or go 4-1 at a GT/Major with every single detachment. So at this point, we can take Virulent Vectorium off. So I will... I probably will play Virulent Vectorium at some point because it's just a fun detachment. But we have had that. So after this team's event, which is next weekend, which I will be playing Virulent Vectorium for, it's practice for that, I need to pick a new detachment to start working on. So, you know, if you're in the chat right now, maybe put a suggestion in. Maybe we can put a poll on the members' Discord. So if you want me to start playing a different detachment, I'll be try-harding with the detachment, so we're trying to make the best list possible for the detachment to do well with, but I'm happy to play one of the potential... Well, they're not weaker detachments. I think all detachments are good, but if there is a potential weaker one, I'm happy to play that. So if you guys let me know what you want to see, and I will happily do that. How long before Bloat Drones and DST get a point hike? I think it'll be a while, I'll be honest with you. So we've got 2 requests for cock, COC. People really want those cocks. You might have to take cock to Leeds, at least give me best COC at the event. Taliban, please make him play Shamrock Tally easily. Team Deathlords chosen, DL, COC. Okay, a lot of votes for COC here. Lot of votes for COC. I think the data slate's going to be longer. There is no point doing a data slate right now because you are machine gunning armies into the meta. So we look pretty strong right now. For all we know, Thousand Suns come out, break us completely. We look stupid. You don't want to nerf us and then have someone else come out that's just even worse. I think right now, the best thing GW can do, let Chaos reign for a bit, let it be crazy, just machine gun out all your codexes, get Space Wolves out, get Thousand Suns out, get Knights out, get Votan out. Once it's all out, then do your balance patch. Because then you can start fixing stuff. Right now, there is no point fixing it, because all you're doing is setting yourself up to having to fix it again. I think you just get it all out, because they're rapid firing them out at the moment. We've just had us and World Eaters, then Thousand Suns, then Space Wolves literally next week, and then after that it's going to be even more. So I think they should just wait for that. And if you want to do an emergency one, sure, come in, slap 10 points on a bloat drone with heavy blight launcher, slap 10 points on the... I don't think you need to up the points of the 6-man Death Shroud. 300 points is a commitment. But 140 shouldn't be discounted for a 3-man. They're just as good as a 3-man, if not better. 3-man should be 150. 300 for the 6-man, that's totally fine. 110, 115 for the heavy blight launch drones. Don't go crazy. Don't slap 30 points on it, 'cause it's not an exocrine. Doesn't need that. Especially if you don't have the Lord of Virulence or you don't have the Virulent Vectorium for the real shot amounts. They can be very unreliable. They're not as bad as people make out. The Plague Marine Brick does not need changing. It hits like an absolute freight train. But again, it is a 400 point investment for all those units, the characters in the Rhino. If you fuck it up, you really just lost quarter of your army in 10, 2 and Marines. So that's my opinion right there. But again, we've got to see. Maybe as the data keeps coming out, we keep getting stronger and stronger. And like, if it runs away with it, then fix us by all means. But I just don't want to see a freak reaction after 1 week and just a knee-jerk absolute destruction of this codex, because this codex is fantastic and I want to have some fun with it. And just enjoy it. I just want to enjoy it for a little bit. I get a bongulated guard, hell yeah. I want to get me an Astra Militime with a bong. Hell yeah, they got bongulated. But yeah, thank you sort of everyone for tuning in tonight for the event recap. Only 3 rounds this one. It's only an RTT. No doubt we'll do a teams one. Sam might even join me for that one, because we can both talk about that, because we'll both be playing on the teams, the pairings process, all that sort of good stuff there. But I hope you guys sort of enjoyed it. I hope you maybe learned some, saw how I sort of played it and how it came, and sort of how it all worked out. You know what I'd like to see, Kyle? If they do a data slate in June, I think you skip nerfs, and I think you just focus on buffs. I think you just focus on buffing the weak factions, and don't focus too much on nerfing. Just focus on the ones who are clearly struggling, give them some love, bring them up to par, and then just leave everything else as is, and then see how it settles. That'd be really cool. Any advice for Young Marine on his first couple games playing 1K? 1K Suns, do you mean? Or 1Ks? Because if it's 1K Suns, honestly, I'm not too sure myself, because that army has changed massively. I haven't had to go against it yet, so I need to see how it works. But what I would kind of tend to advise is don't get too caught up in bricks versus Thousand Suns. They're very good at killing bricks with mortal wounds, or everything about Thousand Suns is really good at making something just dead. They Oaths of Moment something, they put 2+ increased AP on something. So take MSU units. Okay, cool, you have +2 AP against the unit. All my units are 90.5 man Marines. You don't get that much value. If you've bought a massive unit, they're going to get tons of value out of it. So think of it that way. That might help you a little bit. People don't take Defilers. Yeah, so there was a lot of Defilers. Will took 2 Defilers. Defilers are just a weird model. They are very good in the certain terrain set and a certain mentality of playing it. I think a lot of people just are avoiding Defilers right now because Death Shroud and heavy bloat launch drones are so relevant to everyone that everyone just looks at them right now. And as 1K Death Guard. Yeah, no worries. Again, don't commit too much to expensive units. 2 heavy blight launcher drones is going to be really great for a fire base. Take some 3-man Death Shrouds. 5-man Plague Marines are great as well. You don't need to go crazy on the big units just yet. Just have a mess around, see what you like, find a detachment you enjoy first as well, because you might not like all the different detachments. But like, even in Virulent Vectorium, a 5-man Marine squad with access to full rolls to hit and wound shoots way harder than you think will kill way more than its points. Like 95 points for 2 plasma guns, a blight launcher, and a plague spewer, full rolls to hit and wound. Like, that is crazy value. But yeah, it'd be cool to see sort of where this goes. So again, we'll put up a poll on the Discord so you guys can vote for what you want to see detachment wise we're going to make work next, and that'll be really cool. So coming up tomorrow, we've got the Taliban video coming out, so you guys can see my thoughts on the Taliban and what I think's cool and what's good about it. Then after that, We're probably going to have another stream with the guys at some point, which we'll obviously announce that out. And then I'm going to start doing an infection critical video so we can look at the meta, what's doing well for Death Guard, so you guys can get some list ideas. And no doubt there'll be plenty more content coming out, combos, etc. Hopefully you guys, that Tau casual hate, don't worry, everyone hates Tau, everyone hates Tau, but it's not personal, it's just, learn to melee, you coward. But no, it should be fun. I don't want to see these challenge cards, I think they're stupid, I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm being punished for doing well and putting my opponent behind, like, just sounds weird. It's just like, oh, cool, so because you're behind 6 points, you've now given, like, a Death Shroud unit advance and charge. Okay, sure, that seems fair. Like, that's definitely not going to be abused, but anyway, especially when you're going second as well. So it's like, you've already got the advantage of going second, and now you're going to have an advantage for that. It just seems daft to me. I think it's going to be more of a problem than it is somewhat good. But, hey, that's my opinion. Well, for now, everyone, I'm going to leave it there. My throat is starting to give up. It's hard when it's on yourself and no one else is here. Dave. But I hope you guys enjoyed this event recap. Like I said, hopefully you learned a few things. Let's saw how I play. Again, I'm just going to say, again, sorry, William. I really didn't mean to hurt you that bad. You were a lovely dude as well. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more content coming on the channel. Again, leave a like if you haven't left a like right now. It really helps the channel grow, sort of get bigger, sort of spreads the influence and people can enjoy it. We've done a lot of work recently to upgrade like what the stream looks like, etc. Again, Blight Lord members, the painting guide Natalie's going to work on. The first guide, what's the first painting guide going to be on? Have you chose yet? Rusty weapons. So she's going to give you a nice guide how to make some effective rusty weapons. So it's not going to be something crazy. It's not going to be something you have to like have 5 bajillion paints for and be a pro painter to do. She's making sure she's toning it back so that everyone can sort of enjoy painting a good. I don't know if you can even see that right now, but I'll put a picture in the Discord. A nice rusty looking weapon there. So those guides will be coming onto our Discord for Blight Lord members and above soon, so guys can look forward to that. As for everyone else, obviously we're going to be doing our streams, etc. There'll be a giveaway going up. Everyone can enter the giveaways for the dice, etc. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, everyone. We'll catch you all on the next episode. Stay right on for now, everybody. Much love to the Stinky community. And enjoy the codex while you can. Enjoy it, because we're probably going to get nerfed. Hopefully it won't be game breaking and we'll be all good. And yeah, we'll have a good time. But yeah, for now, everyone, until next time, stay right on, guys. Take care. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. I forget where the button is. There's the button. Yay, I found it.
In the void, where the warp winds howl, a fleet once noble, now destined to fall. Grave wardens stir, betrayal takes shape, Typhoon's whispers, sealing their fate. Navigators lost to the shadowed lie, a fleet adrift beneath a darkened sky. The warp's cruel grasp, unyielding and tight, chaos awaits in the endless night. Whispers of power, a pestilent tide, Mortarian's pride, with nowhere to hide. The destroyer plague, a grim reward, Nurgle's laughter echoes aboard. Bound by decay, they rise in his name. The death god transformed, never the same. Plague-born sons with torment they bled, shambling forth where angels fear to tread. Mortarian stands, his sons by his side. Through agony storm, their oaths collide. Grandfather's hand, the pact is sealed. The Legion reborn, their fate revealed. Rise in the armor, rot in the soul. A Primarch remade, his heart grown cold. In terror shadow, their war drums beat. Vigilant warriors, no chance of retreat. Through breach and ruin, their banners fly. With death's embrace, they'll never die. The Lion's Gate, where hope was torn. Dragon's blade meets the blade born. Bound by decay, they rise in his name. The death god transformed, never the same. Blade-born sons with torment they bled, shambling forth where angels fear to tread. Typhus herald, chaos born, Mortarian's wrath, the plague sworn. In the warp, their legacy thrives, eternal servants where corruption lies. Mortarians fall, Typhus ascends, the death god song, it never ends.